It's the Gas Panic, and everybody knows on BBC introducing in Manchester.
The Gas Panic demonstrate a work ethic that is second to no other independent artists, and that will be their legacy.
It's probably about the best track you've played today.
It's like an interviewer's dream, this lad, I tell you.
You heard, like I'm never gonna ask someone. Hands up, you heard, how am I supposed to be someone? I bet you think my heart is cool. Keep on, you heard it first. Wiki 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 wiki.
Welcome to the Gas Panic podcast. Sick. Anyway.
Hello, I am Josh from the Gas Panic, the lead singer and guitarist of the Gas Panic. I am with today John Horrocks, who is also the singer and guitarist of the Gas Panic. How are you doing, John?
Not bad, thank you very much.
Good. That was the talents of John at the
Yes.
start, just giving you a bit of his beatboxing skills.
I am multi-talented.
And lack of grammar at the end of it there.
Forgot completely what I was going to say.
So before we get started on the news, is there anything we need to talk about other than
The news.
Yeah, well, I mean specifically with the band. I don't think so.
No.
Other than last week, I did mention that we're playing Blackthorn on the 23rd of June, and that's actually incorrect. We're playing on the 23rd of July, along with Matsmo Park. Craig Charles will be there as well.
Well, hey.
He'll be doing a DJ set.
I don't like him.
Why?
I saw him in a bar once and I went, well, hey, Craig Charles. He was bladdered. And I wanted to talk to him about Red Dwarf, and he just went, "Yeah, fuck off, you prick." And I was like,
Did
"What?"
he actually say
He
that?
He was steaming. He just went, "Yeah, you fucking get out my face." So I thought, I'm not gonna knock Craig Charles out. I'm just gonna walk away, knowing that one of my idols.
Idol?
Yeah, Red Dwarf was mint.
Yeah, it was, but Craig Charles is an idol.
Well, yeah. Anyway,
Smeg.
not anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
So what did you even plan to ask him about Red Dwarf?
I have no idea. I was drunk as well.
just Red Dwarf, Craig.
I was just going to go, hey, Red Dwarf, what about it? I don't know.
Who else is playing? So we got Craig Charles, Matsmo Park, Billy Bibby from Catfish and the Bottlemen.
Whey! I'm sorry, I've just never heard of him.
No, neither have I.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and Stereo MCs. You might recognise them from the Vodafone advert. But
I don't even know who they are either.
they ain't gotta get myself connected.
Ah, yeah. I do know. That's all I know.
Yeah, exactly. So
Well done.
they're responsible for the growth in Vodafone. No, they're not. Incorrect information again. And then there's the Beatles tribute band. I can't remember what they're called.
Whey! They're not called Whey. God knows. I don't like the Beatles.
Kazabian.
Kazabian.
Are there.
Amazing.
And the Antarctic Monkeys.
Woo! So, you know what? We shouldn't be slagging this. I'm not slagging the festival off at all.
No, I hope not.
I'm
'cause
just
we're playing
slagging.
It's going to be a great festival. It's
is.
just funny, isn't it, when you hear these...
I'm just a knob, sorry.
You hear these bands with the with the names that only slightly vary from the original. And Antarctic Monkeys is quite a good one, I think.
The best one I saw was Pete Loaf.
Pete Loaf.
Pete Loaf, just some big fat dude with long hair. Pete Loaf. Just thought that's mint.
Pete Loaf.
Pete Loaf is top.
Because meatloaf is a food.
Yeah.
Pete Loaf.
It was just Pete Loaf.
Right, well, seeing as though we've decided to ridicule the festival...
No, that was just me being a knob.
Let's move on. Because I don't think, other than that other than that, we're still working on the EP Patience. But, you know.
You'll have to have patience.
Yeah, exactly.
We're busy doing podcasts.
We are, yeah. We're doing the important things rather than the music. We're letting you into behind the music, which is not currently happening at the moment. It will happen soon, though. But anyway, let's get straight to it. So this is episode 2, and our first story this week is about sexting. And just before we get into that, you ever done any sexting, John?
No.
No.
What do you mean, like? Ugh, you're right, love.
well, I'd hope it'd be more than that.
Have a picture of me testicles. I don't think I have. No.
No, never sent.
I've got an out to show. It's nothing to be proud of.
That's the thing I always find with sexting is like girls have so much more that they can do.
Yeah.
And guys can just kind of go, here you are.
look at my untrimmed knob.
Well, that depends on the person.
Look at this mushroom in an overgrown bush.
Oh, that's great, that.
Yeah.
Bloody great.
I bet she thought, fucking hell, I'm fucking going round there right now to trim that bush and see if we've got any more mushrooms growing under there. No, I've never sexted.
No. Fair enough then. But I believe that some of the girls in Wally Range High School...
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, apparently it's running rampant in there. I believe they call it an epidemic. A sexting epidemic.
Like, but who says this? The news?
Well, yeah, who's this from? This is, I think this is...
Says Labour. How do they know?
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because they're all paedophiles. I'm guessing that's how they know. Because they're doing the sexting.
Yeah, they're the receivers of the sex. They're like, oh, Tiffany's sexting me again.
Dirty bastards.
Okay, straight into the story. Oh shit, that didn't work.
School inspectors say
it did.
Wally Range High School in Manchester does an outstanding job keeping its 1,500 girls safe, but it's getting harder. The school's executive head teacher says sexting has now become an epidemic.
It's not what we'd want for our young people, so we need to ask what can we do to make this a smaller issue and to protect young people.
Labour used freedom of information law to ask English police forces about sexting. Just fewer than half of them responded. In 2013, the 18 forces...
What does that mean, fewer than half of them responded? They asked someone for a study, and less than half of them were like, nah, can't be bothered with that study.
Oh, I thought they texted loads of people and less than half of them text back.
Really? I'll tell you what, we should actually pay attention to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think we both misunderstood what happened there.
Definitely.
So apologies on that. We're going to go back to the beginning and listen.
School inspectors say Wally Range High School in Manchester does an outstanding job keeping its 1,500 girls safe, but it's getting harder. The school's executive head teacher says sexting has now become an epidemic.
It's not what we'd want for our young people, so we need to ask what can we do to make this a smaller issue and to protect young people.
Labour used freedom of information law to ask English police forces about sexting. Just fewer than half of them responded. In 2013, the 18 forces investigated 51 cases of under-16s sending or receiving explicit messages and images on mobile devices. Last year, it was 665, 13 times more.
The ease of which people can now take pictures and share them on all these various apps without necessarily thinking about the consequences is something that we really do need to address with young people before they make some very serious mistakes.
Who are these people who are like 15 and then going, you know what, she sent me a pic, let's put her on exgirlfriends.com or something like that?
Or Facebook.
Oh yeah, well yeah, equally as damaging.
Yeah.
Probably more.
Probably 10 times worse because the mum will see it.
Yeah, that'd be awkward.
I'm gonna add your mum and post your pictures.
Who do you reckon it's worse for?
Girls.
Yeah, you didn't even...
Because
certainly is, isn't it?
If a 15-year-old lad had his picture of his thing shared, he'd be like, oh, check that out.
I mean, some of them might not. Some of them might be like, oh, bloody hell. But I think it's much more for a girl. It's kind of like,
It's
you know,
pretty bad.
if like a guy just put, ugh.
Like, as a comment,
It just, yeah, it'd probably affect them much more than if a girl went, to a guy. Because some girls just do that out of spite.
I mean, if a girl commented on my picture going, I'd just put your mum or something.
Yeah.
And then, but they'd be gutted.
Yeah. And we are speaking for all girls here.
Yeah, 100% of them.
Yeah.
We made a study, and 100...
And we, out of 100 people, 50 of them didn't reply.
That made me think before, right? So Labour are asking kids, are they sexting? That's weird. I know it's a study that might... Does it need to happen? Do Labour MPs need to be asking children, are you sexting?
See, I don't think there's too much wrong with people doing it as long as they don't go too far. I think what it should be called, because you're not supposed to have sex, are you? If you're under 16, so I don't think it should be called sexting.
No.
I think it should talk about like kissing and stuff.
Will you go with me?
Yeah, will you go with me later? I think.
And then if she says no, send a picture of your knob.
Oh my god, we don't condone that to any 15-year-olds listening or younger.
I forgot we were talking about 15-year-olds then.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how much of a problem this is. And I think surely the solution should be just don't send pictures.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, just talk it. Surely you can get away with that.
I think all parents should take all phones. No, give them a crap £10 phone that you can't take pictures with. Don't give them smartphones. Because they're under 16.
Yeah, but I think some people are still responsible when they're under 16.
Clearly not. There's an epidemic going on.
You've just taken what the news has said completely at face value.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Sex education is part of the national curriculum for pupils over 11, but that doesn't apply to academies. Labour says official guidance dating from the year 2000 is outdated. Pupils are also worried.
We can send pictures and messages and we might not think about them because it's so easy to do.
And if they don't do it, they kind of feel left out. So maybe that's why, they either get manipulated into peer pressure to go ahead and do.
She's not sexting, is she?
I don't think any of them are, really.
I don't think so. See, because...
I don't think there is an epidemic of sexting.
There's not, no. They're just like, oh, well, some girls... No, to be fair, I know that from when I was in high school, you're going to get that kind of stuff floating about, but it's not running rampant.
Sexting didn't exist when we was in high school, because we didn't have phones. Our version of sexting was drawing your knob on a piece of paper, folding it into an aeroplane and throwing it at someone.
A girl, hopefully.
Well, yeah, not the teacher. Like,
childhood flirting. Yeah, well, yeah, I don't think there's probably many in this school. It looks. I mean, I'm just assuming, but it looks better than my school.
Yeah. My school was full of slags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know there's a few things floating about of a few girls from our school, but and like I said, it's such a minority that it's like there's no need to call it an epidemic. It's just like sometimes just watch out. Just don't put too much trust into the guy, especially if he's a chav, and
just only text your mates.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Yeah, but it's not the words. I imagine it's the pictures that they're more worried about here than the words.
Yeah.
So yeah, just don't go sending pictures about. Or if you do, like, do it like if you've got a boyfriend and you want to send him a picture, have him come round, have a look at it on your desktop, and then send him home.
But they're 15, so don't.
Yeah. Oh God, don't. Yeah, yeah. Keep forgetting this.
Stop flashing on camera phones.
Yeah.
That's the only message I can say to you.
Wait till you're 16, because the thing is, what will happen is it's like with the whole alcohol thing. Before I was 18, I really wanted to drink alcohol because I wasn't allowed.
Yeah.
And then once I got to 18, it was like, well, I can do it now, so I don't need to try and do it every other day. So hopefully that will happen with sexting. You'll be like, and I don't need to do it. It's not really that rude. I'm allowed to do it now.
It'll probably just die out, won't it?
I hope so. Well, no. There's a certain thing to it. I quite like the idea of it. The thing that I don't like the idea of these people that sext and then never meet.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, well, it's like these people online that are like, oh, I live in Berkshire, and you're like, I'm never gonna go to Berkshire, and she's never gonna come to Manchester.
No.
So so you trade pictures, get all frustrated, and then never meet.
This sounds like personal experience.
No, I've never met a girl from Berkshire. I don't even know where Berkshire is.
It's Berkshire, innit?
Could be.
Or is there two different places?
Again, my geography's terrible.
Same here.
So apologies if it's Berkshire, then it's completely hypothetical anyway.
Well, if this podcast has reached Berkshire or Berkshire, then so what?
Take these pictures or text.
The Department for Education said it expected schools to provide high-quality sex education and had asked leading head teachers to produce a plan for improving it. Robert Piggott, BBC News.
That thumb was disgusting.
That was a pretty horrible thumb, to be fair.
That was a sexting thumb.
It wasn't. You know what? I've seen a lot of this on the news. Apparently, the news is just like wrestling. All the people in it have to appear wet. It's just...
Or silvery.
Yeah, it's just strange. It's like, make sure you moisturise that phone before you put it on that phone. I can't swipe anything. It's for the shot. Don't worry about it.
What a horrible thumb.
Yeah, so that's sexting anyway. I think we pretty much covered everything we needed to on that.
Yep. I don't have any knowledge of sexting, to be honest. It's opened my eyes. Oh, Biffa.
I don't know, because you've got a girlfriend. Like, have you never like text her anything like, can't wait to see you later?
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but then did you never like when you got held up for like an hour?
If I sent Donna a picture of my penis, she'd just go, "I know what it looks like. What are you doing? Go away."
I guess that's
you turd. That's what she'd say.
Yeah. Again, it's the thing I can't imagine what guys do. If you tense in the mirror, then it's not hot, is it? And look at this.
Imagine being stood in the mirror with a boner taking pictures. I'd feel like a clown. Like an absolute knob.
You'd feel degraded by yourself.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Because it's mostly fat. Not me knob, I mean me.
Yeah. Well,
moving on.
Yeah, let's get on to the next story.
Anyway.
Which is about the homeless. This a very short story, this one, but it did make me laugh.
Please don't tell me there's a man in the bin. Asleep.
Well, I kind of revealed it when I said homeless, and then we had a picture of a bin. I mean, yeah, he's yeah, we'll just see what happens.
Let's have a look.
When the waste or the bin goes over the top of the cab and it tips into the hopper and all the waste falls out, gives the driver the opportunity to check for contamination and check to see if there's anybody in the waste. And as you can see from this video, despite doing all the checks we can, there was still somebody in this container.
Oh my God.
And I think it's important to note that no matter how hard we work and how many checks we carry out, we cannot possibly find everybody, and people will still end up being tipped, unfortunately, into our waste containers.
It's an epidemic.
People are throwing homeless people away. But like you just said, then we can't check every bin.
Nor should you.
But just open it. See if there's a man in it. He's not. It won't be hard to spot. He's a grown man.
Yeah, no, I imagine that, but
It'll take you 10 seconds.
This whole some apartment blocks have 20 of these outside.
Oh yeah.
So you can't go looking through going, is there a man in here? Because if you do that everywhere in Manchester, you're taking up hours and hours and hours.
There should be a scheme where if you find one, you get £1 in your wage. Everyone will be checking all the bins. I found 4.
I think the moral that should be taken away is not look in the trash to see if there's a person in it before you put it in the tip. I think the moral should be don't sleep in bins because you might get thrown in the tip.
Just learn when the collection timetable is.
Yeah. Set an alarm.
It's Thursday. I better not sleep in there tonight.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's no real solution to this. I'm sure no one would come to the gas panic for a solution on the homeless bin crisis.
No,
but
we haven't. No. I was going to say we don't care then, but that's just heartless, isn't it? I am a knob, I'm sorry.
No, I mean, I guess you're apologising to the audience there, but...
I don't know. No, I'm not, actually.
Yeah, no, don't be sorry.
Screw you, audience.
Yeah, it's just... I don't know, it's wouldn't you know... Well, I guess they've not been travelling with it. Maybe they just picked it up at the site. He wasn't transported 4 miles... and then finally tipped into
just going to the tip and just loads of homeless people waking up going, fuck did I do last night? Are you alright, mate? How did you get here? God knows.
Oh yeah, that could be an easy way to get to a homeless hookup.
Like a dating site.
Yeah, it's every week we'll meet here. Oh, so can't get here this week. Why? There's transport straight to it. It's the new homeless bus.
Oh, God.
Right, sorry, that was mean. Our next story is more just exceptional. It stands out as, well, I've never seen it before. It's animals being animals. It's a shark eating a shark.
That is a shark eating a shark.
But this to think because this reminds me of a snake, where you can't possibly chew that.
No, well, he's not even eating it. He's just
swallowing it whole.
He is, isn't he?
And it's just
what are you doing?
How does their...
He's probably still alive.
How does their eating work when they can eat something that's the same size as it?
Do sharks drink water? What do they drink?
I'm not too sure.
We know what they eat. Other sharks.
Yeah, that's...
because after I need a drink, so...
Yeah, I don't know how they get water. Can you drink underwater?
Do sharks sleep? How does water stay wet?
I have no idea, Davis.
Me neither. Yeah. Back to the shark. Why is a shark eating a shark? Does he owe him money?
Yeah, maybe he's a loan shark.
He's a loan shark. Oh my God.
I don't know. Imagine how much of a brute that shark is in its community, that it's the equivalent of me going out in front of people and then just eating another human, having a human's foot hanging out of my mouth just as I'm walking around. And everyone's whoa.
Yeah, and then getting on the bus and everyone goes, fucking hell, don't mess with him.
Exactly, yeah.
He's ate someone.
Yeah. God, that'd be a weird world, wouldn't it?
It would be very weird.
I wonder what it's like to eat something whole as well. I guess only a snake could know, or a shark.
I've ate stuff whole, I think.
Yeah, but but your size.
Like a grape.
And I bet you still choked a bit.
No, well, I definitely eat paracetamol whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a snack, is it?
No, that's the equivalent of a shark eating a very small fish.
Good analogy there, Joe.
Anyway, bloody hell.
Right, we'll get on to...
What a crazy shark.
We'll get on to the next story, which is our next short one. And then we have a really long one, which we'll probably cut up. So, yeah, we'll just tell you about this. But anyway, this one is about trophy hunting. You all heard of that Cecil the lion?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What happened with that again? I forgot.
Someone shot a lion that was called Cecil.
Oh, yeah.
And...
Bastard.
Yeah, and no one liked it. Well, not no one liked the lion. No one liked no one likes trophy hunting. Or not many people like it.
Well, it's a bit shit in it, really.
Well, yeah, I don't like it. I really like animals, but Prince Harry, I think, has came out and said, yeah, I don't like it either. But if an animal's like old and like stuff like that, and people want to pay to shoot it,
no, that's still.
And then the money goes back into protecting that species.
What?
Well, yeah. I don't really get that either.
Because
surely the money goes to the person that then brought you the animal to shoot.
Yeah.
So they're not protecting that species. And it's not like they're going to go, tell you what, we'll get the animal as a gesture, you shoot it, and then we'll give it to the WWF.
Yeah.
Not the World Wrestling Federation, the World Wildlife Federation.
I'll stab you, rob you, and give the money to stab victims.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll get straight into this.
Prince William's facing criticism this morning for what's being described as his ill-judged comments in support of trophy hunting. In an interview with ITV News, the Duke of Cambridge conceded there is a place for commercial hunting around the world. Richard Caseford has this report.
Putting his name to a treaty to restrict the trade in endangered animals, Prince William also...
Shit, I knew I'd get that wrong. It was Prince William, not Prince Harry. Apologies to Prince Harry.
Both knobs.
Oh, fuck, that should play.
William also believes there's a case for killing some of them too, especially the old and infirm.
If somebody out there wants to pay that money, and it wouldn't be me, but if somebody did, then as long as that money goes back into protection of the species, then it is a justifiable means of conserving species that are under serious threat.
No, what it's called is hypocrisy.
Knob.
Yeah.
Knob. That's what he just said then doesn't make sense.
Yeah. If
the lion's old, just kill it.
Yeah.
And then you can put the money back in to protect the younger ones, and when they're old, just kill them.
Yeah.
Shut up, you knob.
But I don't get these people that pay to shoot a particular animal. Like, because I know nothing about guns. And I'm sure there is a certain satisfaction you get from firing something.
Yeah.
Like, I even got a little one from, like, when I fired a pellet gun. I was like, God, got a bit of power there.
I get excited over BB guns.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're not going to harm people, really, are they? They might take your eye out. But what's an eye?
What's an eye in the grand scheme of things?
You've got two.
Yeah.
You don't need both of them. Not unless you're a boxer or something.
Not if you don't care about depth perception.
Anyway.
Well, no, if you probably might need both eyes if you catch balls for a living.
Well, to be honest, my eyes are terrible. I can hardly see out of my left one, and it's never bothered me.
So it's fine for someone to just shoot you in the eye?
Well, if you shot me in the eye with a pellet gun, it probably won't make much difference. So, Prince William is still a knob.
Yes. Oh yeah. What was I saying? If you have some people, who are these people that wake up in the morning and think, God, I'd love to shoot a leopard today.
Probably because his wife didn't sleep with him that night.
But what I'm saying is, where does the satisfaction come from shooting a particular animal?
Fetishes.
Is it fair?
Yeah.
Is it not just a crime?
Well, no. If you wake up and you start developing a particular interest in killing one thing, that's a dangerous fetish.
It's a very dangerous
Yeah,
stage.
I'm going to kill this one particular animal.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Because surely the thrill is firing the gun.
Yeah.
And see this thing, like, if you fire a gun and another thrill from it is killing something, then okay, I can understand that. But if you go, you know what, I just want to kill that fucking rhino.
Oh, elephants, I just want to kill them all.
Fucking bastards.
They're fucking tapped in the head. Bad weirdos, that's what they are.
Yeah, and so...
Someone should shoot them.
Yeah, and so Prince William's got... But how much money did he pay? But then again, still no amount of money.
I've
should
heard
make
it's
you
like
kill him.
$25,000.
Yeah.
Like, if I had $25,000, I wouldn't pay to shoot an animal.
Yeah.
It's too much money.
No, definitely. Well...
That isn't the argument, by the way.
Yeah.
It costs too much. Like, you know...
No, I think it just seems pointless. Like it must only be a thrill.
I think it's a posh person thrill.
Yeah.
When they've bullied everyone that works for them, and they've bullied everyone around them, they must think, I'm going to pay to shoot something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A particular thing as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember watching Lou Ferrigno when he done something on this animal hunting, and you pay more on the rarity of the species. So if you wanted to shoot like a white rhino, which I'm not even sure if they exist anymore.
I think they've gone now, yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you did, and someone found one, you'd be paying out the arse for that. Yeah.
There's one left. Who wants to shoot it?
I know, yeah.
Imagine that. There's one left. Who wants to kill the fucker?
Yeah, but he only had one in the back garden all along.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Right, so we'll carry on.
Serious threat.
The Prince's comments bring to mind the case of Cecil the lion, shot for big money by a wealthy American dentist, and the exploits of the sons of presidential hopeful Donald Trump. Both are keen trophy hunters.
I'm deeply saddened by his comments. He must know that we've only got, in terms of lions, barely 15,000 lions left now in the wild. This money does not go back into conservation.
The Prince admits big game hunting isn't everyone's cup of tea. Charities now have the Prince in their sights. Richard Gaisford, Good Morning Britain.
I bet he's shot a lot of foxes as well, hasn't he, in his time?
Yeah.
He looks like someone that'd shoot foxes. Or watch a bunch of dogs eat one.
Yeah.
From horseback with his stupid hat on.
I really don't get the thrill of it. I remember seeing another documentary on like the fox hunting, and they were asked like, so what do you get out of it? And it was like, makes you feel like a man. I was like, how can it make you feel like a man to watch a fox get shredded apart by dogs?
Because they like bullying people.
But they're doing none of the work.
No.
It's like me going, you know what? There's a massive guy over there, and I know an even bigger guy. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get this guy to beat him up, and then because you led him to the other guy, you go, I feel like a proper man for watching that other guy get battered.
That happens, and those people are known as little weasels.
Yeah, weasels, rats.
Yeah,
yeah,
knobs.
I'm not a rat. Anyway, right, this is a challenge now. I didn't know whether this would work because this is quite lengthy. So we'll just go through. If people start, I say people, me or you starts feeling uncomfortable.
Why? What's this?
This is about people who have been diagnosed with paedophilia. When
diagnosed?
See, this is the thing.
With paedophilia.
They've been diagnosed with paedophilia, which apparently is a mental condition. And really, they've got a extreme OCD.
That's like saying you've been diagnosed with the gay. Or you've been diagnosed with the straight.
Well, this is the thing.
It's not a condition, it's a choice. Weirdos.
Yeah,
the people that have diagnosed these people are probably paedophiles, trying to cover it up and make it all sound like a condition.
Well, I think that's... Sorry. I think that's part of the debate. Is it something you're born with? Or is it a choice? But
it's a choice.
It's got to be a choice. I can't believe that you're born with that. Like, it just seems completely unnatural.
Because when you're born, you don't know anything, so you're not born with it. You develop it as a choice.
Yeah, but you could say that about being gay or even being straight. You like, I don't know, like some people think that they're born gay, and obviously some people think they're born straight.
Some people think they're born in the wrong gender, don't they?
Yeah. I can't remember what the point was here. We were talking about paedophiles.
The bad. I don't know. Press play. Let's have a listen.
Yeah.
Imagine as you're walking down the street, thoughts pop into your head. Picturing a stranger naked. Imagining having sex with your boss.
Ew.
Jumping in front of a train. They're upsetting, intrusive thoughts. But imagine they don't just go away. They get stronger, more disturbing. Graphic, sexual and violent thoughts.
He's a pedo.
They make you question who you are.
The voiceover
Stuck
man.
on a loop inside your head.
Sounds like he's going from experience.
This is OCD, but not as you know it.
OCD. No, it is not.
Well, I've not even
Most
watched
people
this yet.
think they know what OCD is all about. There's that joke that somebody's quite organised or tidy, they're a little bit OCD. But I started coming across posts and blogs, and there seemed to be a secret side to this.
How do you get from a stereotype of like people who have OCD really want to tidy up to then actually we found out the paedophiles?
Yeah.
Bloody hell!
Once everything's nice and tidy, I'm gonna go and touch some children.
Oh my
What
God.
the fuck is this?
I would love to see how they spin this.
How have they linked this together?
Yeah.
Obsessive compulsive disorder.
Well, we've already got a student doing the research.
Yeah.
So we'll see where this leads from Sky News.
A hidden form of OCD. And often people would start suffering with this when they were very young, and they would live with it for decades. So we decided to go and meet some of the people who suffer with this condition.
I'm actually really annoyed as well at what he may have ordered as a drink. just because I'm just judging him purely on face value.
What's he ordered? It looks like a
That's the thing. I don't recognise it as
it
a
looks
normal
like
latte.
a caramel macchiato.
That's what I mean, and it's like
I only know coffee stuff now because Donna
Yeah.
works in Starbucks.
Yeah.
I know a lot about coffee now. Anyway.
Well, I just imagine that, like, I'm doing a news report. Get me with a cafe macchiato,
Can I have the non-pedo-ish looking coffee you've got on the menu?
Yeah, I wonder whether he's ordered that coffee specifically for this report.
Yeah. He does look shady, though, him.
Yeah, he does. Well, he's had to do a lot of research. Who knows where that might have led him?
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. We can't
That
suggest
face
that.
looks like you don't know what I've seen.
It looks like fake hurt.
Fake despair.
Yeah. So I'm a tortured soul.
Yeah. This isn't funny.
Pretty much happened overnight. I was 15 years old and I was having dinner with my parents and my brother, and that's when I experienced my first ever intrusive, obsessive thought. The mental image that I'd had was of a naked child, of a naked little boy.
What?
And you don't, when you have those kind of thoughts, you don't speak about them.
Yeah.
I thought I'd committed some horrendous act of thought crime just by having had that thought.
You have.
So it was immediately something which felt unacceptable and alien to me and very frightening. So right from the very start, it was something that I was absolutely not prepared to talk about. Everything that I did for 11 and a half years was underscored by this constant voice, constant doubt, constant rapid fire mental images.
Now, at the time, you didn't know it was OCD, so you must have been terrified.
It is not OCD. She's just admitting to being a paedophile.
Well, I don't think she's admitting to being a paedophile. I don't get how you I mean, I'm not a scientist, obviously, but like how you get from having these flashes of a naked child to obsessive compulsive disorder. I mean, they're already reinforcing that it is that, and I just want to know how they get from.
It's not a compulsive order. A compulsive order implies that you're doing something about it. It's an obsessive mental disorder, because unless she's actually done something with a child, which I hope she hasn't. Well, she'd be in jail, wouldn't she? Is she admitting she's a paedophile?
No. Well,
is she admitting that she wants to be a paedophile?
No, I don't think so. I really don't know where this report is going.
No.
I have no idea.
Let's press play.
I sort of hit on something recently, and the only way I can kind of describe that terror is it felt like I'd killed someone and I had a body in the back garden. That's what it felt like. That was the kind of terror that, oh my God, I've done something horrendous. I've thought something so terrible. I've committed an unforgivable sin, and my life is never going to be the same again. That was the terror. It was doom, really. It was nightmarish.
So we're talking about thought crime here on the Gas Panic podcast. If you've had any bad thoughts that might get you in trouble, maybe someone will do a news story on you.
I can kind of like, she has them thoughts, and that's wrong.
Yeah.
I've thought about killing people,
Yeah.
but I've not. So it's kind of, I don't know where I stand with this.
I mean, I think this all lies on the intent of the person, which you can't really figure out. It's like if they're coming into your head and you're not in control of them, and like if an image comes, I've had images in my head that I didn't want there.
Same.
So, but it's like the fact that you didn't want them there. The only time guilt would come in is if I liked an image that came into my head that I knew was wrong. That's the only time guilt would come into it. If I imagined something and I hated it, I know that it's just my head, because your mind is going to wander where it wants to. I think the only time you can experience guilt is when you start developing uncommon
enjoying the
feeling
thoughts
towards it.
you're having.
Yeah. So
it sounds like she's not very she's disturbed by this, by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
It's a disturbing thing and distressing thing for her.
Yeah.
And she's not intentionally trying to interact with small children, I suppose. I could put it that way.
Yeah, I'm failing to see the link here between OCD and paedophilia, but
there isn't one. I don't think there is.
Well,
to meet Rose socially, you'd have no idea any of that was going on for her under the surface. And that's probably what makes this hard to recognise as OCD. It's not obvious, like perhaps washing.
He's labelling this
or
as
cleaning
facts now. He's implying that this is a factual link.
Yeah, I mean,
he's saying she has OCD because she thinks about paedophilic thoughts.
I hope he explains this, because this is
terrible news reporting.
So far, yeah. I mean,
don't let a student report for Sky News.
No, yeah.
This is his terrible first assignment from graduating uni. His first assignment was this. He'll probably never work again.
The only thing he's put effort into is ordering his coffee.
So, what makes this OCD, and what's going on under the surface?
The content of these sorts of thoughts are commonly about sex, in terms of being a paedophile, also about violence, that they might assault someone, or sometimes blasphemy and moral questions. It's just a part of being human. It's normal.
That's
normal.
Yeah, not the paedophilic thoughts, but I think dark thoughts every now and then are normal, and if they become more and more, I don't think it's obsessive compulsive disorder. I think labelling it like that makes the people who are tidying up go, fucking hell.
I only like to clean.
I know, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I think if it's that different, if it's from that different extreme, call it something else. Don't lump them in with it.
Think of another. Is it an acronym?
I don't know.
No, it's an abbreviation. Give it another name. Don't label it with the people who like to keep shit clean.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're probably sat at home now going, "You cheeky bastards! Everyone's gonna beat me up thinking
That's
I'm a
what I mean.
pedo."
If this documentary got big, which I hope it doesn't, then what's it called? Everyone who's been cleaning stuff, they won't be saying they've got OCD
They should
anymore.
call it OCP. OC paedophile.
Yeah, obsessive compulsive
Paedophiles. There you go. We've just solved. Knock it on the head.
Intrusive thoughts and images and doubts that just pop into our head. No one with OCD has ever been recorded to act upon their intrusive thoughts and images or doubts. It just hasn't happened. And there's adequate good treatment for OCD, which means that these thoughts and worries will go away.
So even so, let's take that at face value.
Yeah.
No one who has had OCD has acted on them thoughts. So
People sit
I
around going,
think-
"I wish my house was cleaner," but I'm gonna sit here and just keep wishing. No, they act on it.
Well, this is what I mean.
That's the whole thing of the disorder.
But I think that they're trying to link the two together, and the fact that no one has acted on those dark thoughts is because it's normal. It's not a factor of OCD.
Everyone in jail now, filing for parole, has put, "I've just got OCD."
Oh yeah.
I'm not a pedo, I've got
I know,
OCD.
yeah. You're making a loophole.
Look how clean my cell is.
Which means that these thoughts and worries will go away.
Obsessive compulsive disorder is a vicious cycle. First, unwanted, intrusive
It's not
thoughts occur
vicious.
repeatedly. These are the obsessions. They make the person increasingly anxious, often fixating upon the fear they are bad or could do something terrible.
Like clean up.
They feel they must use mental and physical rituals to cancel the thoughts out. These are the compulsions.
Oh. So are they saying that people that clean up and stuff like that do that to stop them thinking about naked kids?
No. These are twisting OCD in my view. They're twisting it up.
I think they are, because I think people that have OCD would not be happy.
This is like the dark side of OCD.
Yeah.
Maybe there's two sides. We only hear about the people who clean. This must be the very dark side of it.
Yeah.
It's still not OCD though if you're a paedophile. You're just
apparently
a
no
paedophile.
paedophile has been recorded with OCD.
Oh.
So I don't get... How are they linking this?
Are we thick or is this...
That's what I mean. Have we totally misread what this is?
Is someone listening to this podcast now going, "You're a pair of mongs"? I hope not. I hope I'm on the ball with this because
it's very confusing. It's very confusing, but I just don't. I can't see any link whatsoever. Let's give this another minute. If we don't have a breakthrough, we'll just go on to the next story.
This is utter shite.
Attempts to get rid of the thoughts feeds the original obsession, allowing OCD to tighten its grip. The intrusive thoughts represent a person's worst fears, as opposed to any desire to carry them out. Because of the secretive nature of this form of OCD, nicknamed Pure O, no official data exists. But to get an idea of how many people are affected,
Pure
the charity
O.
OCD Action counted the number of calls and emails they received over 48 days. Over a third were from people with violent, sexual, or religious intrusive thoughts, or who said they had Pure O. Many are scared to seek help, in case they might be misunderstood by mental health
Who
staff.
rings up anyone? If you rang up a hospital, like emergency, I've got Pure O.
How much was that? It sounds like a belting drug. Pure O.
No one's rang up to say, I don't like this. I don't think I like this anymore. Because
I am failing to get a grip of what they're trying to portray.
Yeah.
I have no idea what they're trying to say. They started with paedophiles and they've slowly buffered it into OCD when they're both totally two different things.
Yeah.
One's absolutely disgusting. The other one's not too bad because, obviously there's very severe cases of OCD where people don't go out because the disorders take over their life, but it's paedophilia is paedophilia. OCD is OCD. There is no link.
Yeah.
That's it. It's like saying I'm an obsessive compulsive murderer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But tell you what, if anyone has a better grasp on this, because we're not going to give it the time of day now, we're going to go to the next story. If anyone has a better grasp on this, just let us know, because I'm in complete... I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on either.
Yeah,
what a shit news story.
Yeah, if you want to try and find it, it's on Sky News somewhere. Sorry for not being helpful.
When are we ever helpful?
Right, so let's get out of the darkness now.
Yeah.
We're back into the light, and we're into the pop world.
iPop.
iPop, yeah. That's our new genre of music. iPop, just like the iPad, the iPhone.
Yep.
We are intelligent pop. That's
No,
what
because it's smart.
Oh yeah. Sorry, ruined that.
It's not ruined. It wasn't a great. iPop. Anyway, moving on.
Okay, so do you like Justin Bieber?
Some of his tunes are alright actually, and I know people will be like, "Oh, John, you can't say that because you're supposed to like good music." I don't like good music. I never have done. I can just play it. That's it.
I think there's too much of a respect thing based around music.
Yeah.
Like if Cheryl Cole brought out another Imagine by John Lennon, you know, like something on the same par as that.
If she sat at a keyboard now, did a little piano riff and started singing some real lyrical content, everyone would still go, "Oh, fuck off, Cheryl."
Yeah, exactly. Show us your tattooed bum.
Yeah, to get your ass out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And rightly so. No, I don't mind a few of his tunes either. I like some right tripe, and I like some really good stuff as well. I think I've got good musical taste.
I've not. Mine's awful. I'll sit and listen to anything.
Yeah, I'll listen to most things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to like good music, aren't I? Because I've been in a band and all that.
Well, I don't think it's necessary. I guess some people might expect it of you, but you don't have to.
I don't like the Stone Roses.
Neither do I.
I don't like Oasis.
Hate Oasis?
I don't like... I don't know. I just don't like... I like Justin Bieber.
Yeah, Justin Bieber's alright. I would much rather hear What Do You Mean than Sally Cinnamon.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's just... I don't know.
Ian Brown's alright on his own.
Is he?
Especially when he teams up with Uncle. They've made some decent tunes. Yeah.
Yeah,
imagine Justin Bieber and Uncle. That'd be strange.
I don't know who Uncle is.
Like sort of trip-hoppy dance sort of music. Yeah. He'd probably just put out what he's doing now, to be honest.
Yeah, I have no reference for that.
No? Anyway.
Right, okay, so this is Justin Bieber news that I didn't expect.
Justin Bieber, who's certainly been no stranger to controversy in recent years, has found himself in trouble yet again. The Canadian singer and his entourage were reportedly ordered off an archaeological site in Mexico after he tried to climb onto some Mayan ruins. A tourist guide said,
Justin Bieber on Mayan ruins!
Wow! God damn! Oh, bloody hell. You little twat.
Yeah.
Get off the Mayan ruins, you dick! Go and start, just, donuting Lamborghinis or something. Don't step on a Mayan ruin.
What a weird...
Who's that in them sunglasses and that, man? He looks proper weird.
Yeah, he just looks stupid. When you wear a bowler hat and a vest...
He doesn't belong in that photo.
He doesn't. He looks... Well, he's not just a local.
No.
I doubt the Mayans all...
He's one of the cool Mayans.
Yeah, I just don't get it. Is that an archaeological site with his entourage?
If there's any Mayans watching...
who know why he might have been there.
Yeah.
What's at the Mayan site? What are the Mayan ruins?
It's an old ancient... As far as I know, it's an old ancient civilization that had more technology than we have now.
Really?
And some major disaster wiped every trace of it out and we started again. Apparently the Mayans were really intelligent and had loads of amazing technology. Yeah. And he's standing all over the ruins of it, the little cunt.
So,
excuse me, language.
I've heard I heard there was a thing as well with a library, the Library of Alexandria, something like that, where it all got burnt down by a religious cult, and we lost thousands and thousands and thousands of books that contained history. So because of some religious group, I can't remember who it was, we have literally lost part of history.
Yeah. Well, that could have happened. There's no way of us knowing, apart from like when we find stuff in the ground and carbon date it and say this is a dinosaur or whatever. We don't really know what was going on, do we?
No, I don't think we have a record, a good record of anything.
What if,
past, like,
you know,
2 centuries ago.
the Ice Age, that whole Ice Age, millions of years ago, whenever. What if that destroyed loads and loads and loads of things?
Well, see, I was thinking that. I was like, what if a comet had hit the Earth more than once?
Yeah, and
like,
completely wiped everything out.
Yeah, like a comet could hit us right now. And if it does, then we start civilization all over again.
Yeah, no
and
history,
we come
no
this
nothing.
far.
Yeah.
So I guess if that...
And in millions of years, people find fossils and go, we'll call that a dog.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a John.
Yeah. This smaller thing, we'll call that a smaller dog. Like, we don't.
Yeah,
it's a dinosaur. Yeah. No, it's not. It was probably called a fucking something completely different.
It would be pretty.
I bet dinosaurs didn't call themselves dinosaurs.
Well, I think they just called themselves.
What if they could talk? How do we know?
That would be pretty cool. Actually.
We don't. We've only got bones. What if they were just like getting about, going, "All right, mate, how's your mum? how's your missus? Are you having a good day? Yeah, I'm just gonna go and eat these leaves." They could have talked. You never know. We don't know. It's just a set of bones, and they've gone.
I'm just gonna go eat these leaves.
They could have talked.
I think if someone's just eating leaves, I don't think they can talk. If you saw a human eating leaves, would you expect they'd be particularly good to talk to?
I would probably think he's coming home from a night out of ketamine and amphetamine abuse.
To be fair, yeah. So the dinosaurs might have been on drugs.
The local dealer.
Yeah.
The Hippopotosaurus. Dishing out magic leaves.
Right, so with
Bieber.
I think that's the end of the story. I think
said he had been asked to leave the site.
Get off the site.
Justin Bieber, okay, he's very famous, but why should he do something what nobody is allowed to do? Yeah, if it's permitted for him, and if he has got a special permission for it to go there, it's okay, but not just go in there on his own. Yeah, that's my opinion.
German tourist Thomas.
Yeah. He felt the need to put his name in there. Look up Thomas.
Yeah, as if we didn't know he wasn't German. You could have just put Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't get like I don't get, was he trampling on the ruins or
he might have just, you know.
What he might have, there might have not been, you know, a rail across.
There's probably nothing.
Yeah, there's probably no guards there or anything like that.
There's a serious lack of public information around that site, I reckon.
Yeah.
He's probably sat on it and sparked a cig going, where the fuck?
Yeah, no, you can't smoke on it.
No.
It's
he probably put his cig out on the ruin.
Yeah.
And someone's gone,
don't dare litter on the ruin.
How dare you dimp a cig in the ruin?
Yeah.
As if you can't go over and just wipe it off like that.
Yeah.
As if it's never been there. It's about 1 million years old. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and it's been, what are they saving it for? It's been wiped out.
It's not like he's bought a bulldozer for £1 million and gone, what can I do with my bulldozer?
Yeah.
I'm just going to bulldoze it. He's not. He's just probably just walked across it or something.
Yeah.
And then give the guy a break, man.
And see, the only reason I thought of that, like, how far did it go, is because the guy was like, if he had permission to do it, then it might have been all right. But it's like, you don't...
German tourist Thomas was just gutted that he didn't have permission. Is there some sign of
It was
special
like, well, if
permission for this?
Justin Bieber shouldn't be able to do it, but if he does get to do it, everyone else should be able to get to do it. I want to dance on the Mayan ruins.
I want to ruin Mayan ruin. I want to dimp cigarette out. Cheeky bastard Bieber thinks he owns the world. God knows where my accent's going.
Right, so we'll go. This is our last story now. It's the penultimate story of today. You know anything about Portsmouth?
It's very far away. They have a crap football team that used to be good, and they once played AC Milan in the Europa League.
How did they do with that?
I can't remember. Oh, it was all right though. Anyway, Portsmouth is. I'm sure it's near a port in Smith.
I think that's incorrect, but basically,
factual.
Basically, there's stuff going on in Portsmouth where there's some statues of people from the war. Tell you what, I'm not doing this any justice at all. But I'll sum this up as quickly because I don't think there's anything in the report. Some people have painted eyes on statues.
Damn.
I think it's absolutely disgusting that a war memorial that remembers the fallen has been desecrated in this way. It's there to remember the people that died in previous wars, and it's for people to go and visit, not to vandalise. So I think it's absolutely disgusting that people have done this, and they should be made accountable for what they've done.
It's a memorial, isn't it?
Yeah,
right.
I think yeah.
Well, that's pretty bad, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm
just disrespectful, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They might not have opinions on the war, and they probably don't give a shit. But some people do, so respect it.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that.
It does look funny, but...
Well, no, I don't even find it funny. I just wonder what the significance of...
Maybe it's a, graffiti artists have tags. That's his tag.
Just blacking out
just
the eyes.
2 blue eyes on a statue.
Yeah. See, that's the thing, like, because they could have just tipped a load of paint all over it. And
why specifically the eyes?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Is there a hidden message in this?
That's what I mean. Well, either way, maybe it's Banksy.
That takes a lot of effort to climb to the top of that and just do the eyes.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So if they were just mindless vandals, they'd have just done it everywhere.
Yeah.
What are they trying to say?
Yeah, I mean...
Is it a protest of some
Again,
sort?
I'm finding it hard to empathise just because it's in Portsmouth and so far away that...
The port of Smith.
Yeah. I don't get the significance.
No, you shouldn't do shit like that to war memorials. It's just disrespectful.
Yeah, no, definitely. I just don't get where they're coming from.
I don't understand that either.
But anyway, this has been a whole podcast of misunderstanding. And I think it's about time to wrap it up. I think we reached the end of it, don't you?
Yeah.
Is there anything more you want to say?
Don't take any of the things I've said as literal. Take them as... I don't know, actually. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Lateral.
Don't take them as literal. Take them as lateral.
Okay, so... that was the Gas Panic podcast. I hope you've enjoyed it. This was episode 2. Join us next Friday, the 2nd of April, for the 3rd episode with me and Ian. Hope you have a good time. Nat.
Bye.
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 You heard, like I'm never gonna ask someone. Hands off, you heard, how am I supposed to be someone? I bet you think my heart is cold.